phone doing that. Me, me. Remember how blessed you are to be alive, breathing, walking, having your vision, eating water, food to eat, being able to sleep and wake. Are you still at work? Yes. Yeah, well, I'm not lying. These people to the bone. I'm not gonna say like a slave. I ain't to make some. I don't. Um, but I have working. I just got on arch bars on one of the guys. Um, touching this little fucking topic. I know. I'm sorry. If I can get paid now, or is I can never get away from the. I can never get away from this half a G. How you doing, Pandy? Pandy's hair candy. It's Gemma's World saying Pandora. Yeah, you made me laugh. I didn't read last thorough. Yeah, I'm gonna get off this 4G. I don't know why I'm not on 5G. Lord, that was a type 10. I know, I know. I like that. Hi Pandora. It's Gamma's World said, hey Pandy. Um, I understand. Queen, Elastora. So I figured that you were Sunflower. Now I'm gonna give you another chance, okay? If you come in here with any craziness, I'm going to block you. All right. If you come in here with any craziness, like anything where I feel like you're like seeking, like like where you're like it's like over attention seeking, I'm gonna block you. I'm warning you right now, okay? Because I don't know why, but I'm telling you, I just don't have time. I don't have time. But y'all, this is not going to be a crazy live stream, but I'm still at work, and I am on what you call a dinner break. But we officially, I say we, but I officially just ended. Like we just okay, you're on your dad's phone, so I have two YouTube channels. Okay, that's great. Your other one is blocked, okay, because you were being weird, all right? Now, if you proceed to be weird on this one, I'm gonna block this one, all right? This clean slate. Just come in, say hello to people, be a normal human being, and everything is good. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I'm not gonna tolerate any silliness. Um what happened with Tyler Perry? I'm being okay. So Pandy, so Tyler Perry. So this is breaking news for me because I'm just not getting into the education room. I got out of my room, come in here. I'm doing like a um I'm doing a like a you know what I'm trying to say, continue education. Yeah, I be look. I don't take breaks. I really don't. But so allegedly, all right. So Tyler Perry is sued for sexual harassment by the Oval actor. Okay, by the Oval actor. Now this is all alleged, and he's hit with a 260 million dollar lawsuit. Now again, I've read this story. I took 10 minutes to read, and I wanted to make sure that I'm like, oh, I don't do the whole drama thing. But I'm telling you guys, what is so frustrating for me. I know some people gonna say what, but I just feel like a lot of people. Let me just say this: a lot of the black men are being attacked. Now, the reason why I'm really, really like, because Lizzo, I mean, Lizzo's a black woman, but a lot of black people, but especially the black men now, I feel like are being attacked. But here's the deal. I do feel like that's why I want to, like I told, like Gamma, I'm telling you, Pandy, I've told you, Pandy, you've had me up on I've been up on your panel. Pandy, you're a happily married woman. You are absolutely beautiful. I mean, I grew up with my mom. I grew up with my two sisters. I have no harm. I have no shade or no, I guess, shame, and I don't be shady when I say that. But there are a lot of beautiful women, and to be honest, a lot of beautiful black women. And I think it's important for me to tell them that. Not to say you guys need any validation, but I'm just saying, like, I think it's a very nice thing. I try my best to be respectful about it and not overly overbearing or weird. Um, Josie, that's my sister. That's another beautiful black woman. Okay. But with that being said, let me just tell you this. So I work in the medical field. Y'all know this. I mean, clearly, and I have to be careful. So now, like when I was younger, meaning like 21, 22 in the medical field, a lot of people kind of get touchy feely. I mean, guys and girls. You know what I'm saying? And I remember specifically, okay, I was in Carbondale, Illinois, and it was, now this is a white lady now, and she loved a hug, and she had real big titties. She really did. I ain't even trying to be funny. I should be more professional, right? She had big breasts. That's still not being professional. No, honestly, she was well, she was top heavy, okay? And she would get with guys and, like I said, girls too, and they'd hug, and then she'll be like, and she was kind of tall, and she'll push her face into her bosoms. And of course, I'm 21, I'm 21. Y'all, I'm just like, I find it, look, it was hilarious. I mean, it was funny and stuff. I never thought in my life they will be taken to the point where it's like, oh, there are guys here that's like making me feel uncomfortable. That's coming from her verbatim. Now, I wasn't called into the principal's office, if you will, which would be HR, but there was a couple guys that actually got fired behind that mess. All right. Now, long story short, they end up letting her go because, again, these were all like alleged, and she brought on that. You know what I'm saying? Not to say sexual harassment. I'm just saying she basically she basically did that herself. You remember? Okay, I don't know if I'm explaining myself right, or I hope I'm getting this through to you guys. But remember, is it Jussie Smollett from uh Journey Smollett brother? And he was on Empire, and I guess he is gay. But anyway, he had the guys beat him up. That was all an act. So what I'm trying to say is this woman was acting. She was acting, and I really do feel like she wanted to, because I knew something was wrong when they said, "Oh, she's suing the hospital, for negligence and hiring, people who potentially, like, sexually harassing her or allegedly sexually harassing her when she the one, being all touchy feely." That's why I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Like, I'm a very affectionate person. Josie can tell you, like, I love to hug, and just be cool and stuff. If I see some of my guy friends like Larry, he pop in. We do the shake, we do the one hand hug and stuff, whatever, or just hug and hug women and and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a problem with that. But fast forward now, the things that I've seen, especially in the medical field, and I've seen in obviously in our country. I ain't even talking outside the country. Outside the country, I wasn't there. When I did go outside the country, I'm not about to do shit to nobody or do anything. Hell, I'm barely gonna take some damn water with me, because I'm not trying to be locked up in another damn country. Because the rules are different. But here in our first world country in America, it's the land of the free. But is it really free when for a fact you're being targeted? I'm just keeping it real. These are my opinions. Not trying to be disrespectful to you guys, but These are my opinions. Tyler Perry is being targeted. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna put it out here. I don't care if the man gay, straight, bi, Ninja Turtle. This man is filthy fucking rich. He's done so much, not just for black people, but for all walks of life. And it's like, okay, so how interesting now that we have the, Bill Cosby, which he is out of prison. Y'all know that, and he's living the rest of his life, quietly as we see. But then you have Robert Kelly. Now you have P Diddy. You've had Einstein, Epstein or whatever. So I know like he ended up committing suicide, but you have a lot of things that are coming to the forefront right now. We're peeling back things. We're seeing that these celebrities are really not who they say they are. Like I said, the jury's still out. For me, I don't think Michael Jackson did half the things that they allege him that he did, but again, you are a grown man. You made terrible mistakes, and you got to be careful. But that's Gamma. You saw some of the shorts I put up, right? Maybe a lot of y'all probably seen them where the woman was talking about back in the '90s. Um, with Nickelodeon and stuff, whatever, like, um, all that, even the cartoons, the Amanda Bynes show, a lot of different things. Keenan and Kel, a lot of things went on in the '90s. Now I'm an '80s baby and stuff, but I'm watching like Nickelodeon, and there was a lot of inappropriate things, and it's crazy because it's like a lot of those people didn't get in trouble, but it was very inappropriate. So now if you do that today, or if you do it back when Michael Jackson allegedly did those things and stuff, now it's just like it's frowned upon. But back in the day, it was just normal. And I just think it's weird how things can be misconstrued and looked at. But you got to think about it now. What if Tyler Perry, y'all, I don't care what nobody say. If Tyler Perry didn't have as much money and wasn't a leading figure, I mean, the man has his own studios, Tyler Perry Studios. If this man was not that huge, do you think that this would be a situation? And I really don't think so. I want to see, because in my opinion, okay, all the people, even back, with Tiger Woods and stuff, whatever, which I really do feel like Tiger Woods went in on all them damn women. Tiger Woods was a whore. Okay, I guess he's gotten help now, but to each his own. All I'm saying is, I think black men, successful, rich black men, Lord knows when I become a millionaire, I mean, I'm gonna become a recluse. Hold on one second. What the hell was? Why are they yelling? Anyway, these damn people. But when I become a millionaire, I'm gonna become a recluse because I really ain't gonna want to hang with too many people. Barely now I hang with people. Josie can tell you. I mean, people talk about a circle. I got a line. I got a little line. Not even a long line. I don't hang with that many people because of this very reason. And then, like I said, like even now being in the medical field and stuff, I'm not touchy feely. I barely say certain things because people look at things, they take things out of context, and also, and I'm gonna be real, some people look at things and it it might trigger them. Say if I say, "Oh, you look so beautiful," or "You smell so nice," or "Wow," "Oh, man, you're so beautiful." And I've told a couple of people that here or stuff, but I'm real easy on it because I don't want them thinking, "Okay, I'm coming on to them," or I'm trying to hit on you or whatever and stuff. But meanwhile, you can say, "Oh, wow, you're such a handsome man. Oh, you always look so good, man. You just I get compliments and stuff, whatever, and I'm grateful for that. But I don't. It doesn't go to my head. And the last thing in my mind, what? It ain't even the last thing. It's not even in my mind. I never ever think, oh wow, you're trying to sexually harass me. Why do we go to that extreme? But all I'm saying is I feel like the money plays a factor, especially when people have been sued and really have gotten in trouble. Because Lizzo was in an uproar about this. I mean, she really could have. It did affect her, but I feel like there's always a blessing in the disguise. It's blessings in disguise because look at her now. She's bigger and she's better. And when I say bigger and better, I mean she has lost so much weight. She sounds even more amazing. She's getting more recognition, and she has cleared. The judge has like dropped all those charges, and all those allegations were just that allegations. But again, we're in a country where we can say, even if people look at us a certain way or say certain things, right? We can say, "Wow, he or she made me uncomfortable, and I want to sue them." By law, you can do that. How scary is that? So that's why I say, are we really the land of the free, or are we in the land of the fucked up? I would say the land of the fucked up, and I think it's the other F, in my opinion. And you know how fucked up this is. Look what's just gonna pop on here. If this don't get the hell off this damn screen, damn devil, ain't had a Big Mac in forever. Anyway, but real talk, all jokes aside, I mean, this is not a laughing matter. It's crazy. It's sad because I really do feel like Tyler Perry, like I said, no matter what he does, right? I just feel like his whole team, including Tyler Perry, calling it a scam. But I really do feel like it's a scam. I'm not trying to say because he did so much. I just feel like, okay, this is too convenient. And $260 million, who is coming up with these numbers, y'all? 260 million. Now I'm not trying to be funny and stuff. Sue him for 4 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to. First of all, people so sue happy, and people try to get whatever they can out of people, right? But I'm just saying that's a lot of money. We're talking about over $250,000. This is a publicity scam. This is crazy. Now, some people, even when you look at some of these articles, people saying even he's a part of it because it's a control thing, it's a power thing. He wants to continue to be in the limelight, and I'm like, okay, they just released a straw. You see them, there's another movie that's coming out, right? Medea something something something. I don't think me personally, I don't feel like he would want to conjure this up himself and be in the limelight this way. I don't think so. But apparently, you know what? Some like these celebrities and stuff, people think a little different than we do. I'm not trying to say Tyler Perry does. I'm just saying the man has his own studio. He has his own everything, right? Hell, I feel like I got my own everything, and I'm not even 100 there right now. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. But real talk, I'm like in my head, okay, what's going on here? This is just crazy. It's disgusting. And then, lo and behold, it's the Oval. Remember that show? And it's a guy from the Oval that is doing this. His name is Derek Dixon. Derek Dixon. This how Derek Dixon. This is Derek Dixon here. Derek Dixon. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord Jesus, I didn't drop my phone. This is Derek Dixon. That's who Derek Dixon is. Derek Dixon. Derek Dixon must. Derek Dixon want to get paid $260 million. Oh my lord. Okay, so Derek Dixon filed a lawsuit against Perry, Tyler Perry, and in the documents he claims he and the director met at an event back in 2019. Now, remind you guys, when we talk about statute of limitations and stuff, now we got to realize too, a lot of that's thrown out because a lot of these things have happened years and years and years ago. Now you can bring up stuff from the past. You can bring up things 2 decades ago, 20 years. You can bring up things back to the forefront 20 years ago. A lot of the things, as far as statute of limitations, y'all better check. You better check your credit. Check your credit. You better check your sources. I'm telling you, it is so scary out here. That's why I say you don't know who's coming for you. You got to be prayed up. But also, I would say, well, we got a lawyer friend in our family. Okay, we do. But I would really say, you know what, kind of have somebody. I don't care if it's a public defender or somebody. Have somebody who knows the law and knows things because people can and will get over on your ass if you ain't careful. So in Derek's words, Tyler Perry picked him out of the crowd and asked for his phone number, suggesting he might have a role for him. Okay. Now it further reads, as it turns out, he did. Derek says Tyler gave him a small role in 2 episodes of a show called Ruthless. Then in January of 2020, Derek says Tyler invited him to his Atlanta home. Y'all know he lived in Atlanta. Has a freaking, I mean, he has a mansion is not even a word. Um, he invited to his Atlanta home and he accepted, hoping to build a friendship that would lead to more acting gigs. But according to the lawsuit, while there, Derek drank too much and ended up sleeping in the guest room. In the documents obtained by TMZ, Derek claims Tyler got into the bed with him and started touching his thighs. And although he rejected the advances that night, he claims Tyler remained interested. Um, and then y'all, TMZ has like the alleged. All of this is alleged, you guys. All of this is alleged. All right. I'm reporting alleged news. All right. None of this. You're innocent until proven guilty in the United States of America. All right. I don't know about all these other damn countries, but these are some of the text messages. And again, all this is online. Now we all know too, we're in a world with AI, and that's the deal too. Now I'm a content creator, and Lord knows I'm not the Pandy is. I feel like is like top notch with her editing. I feel like I do a good job in long content. Really, when I put my mind to it and stuff, whatever. I mean, I know a lot of ins and outs with editing. I really do, and I'm telling you guys, you can do so much. All I'm saying, you can do so much with text messages. You can do so much with voicemails and stuff nowadays. You can do so much with anything because it's the power of editing. We got to be prayed up. We got to be careful. Stay woke. Shortly thereafter, Derek says he landed the role of Dale in The Oval. Now, I don't know if y'all watch Oval, but I have. Great for his career, but he claims it was around this time that Tyler also started firing off sexually suggestive texts, including asking what Drew's sexual preferences were and telling him he has had sex with men. Derek also notes his character Dale was written as a gay, homeless, desperate store clerk who had to sleep with other characters for a place to stay. He claims that exactly what Tyler told him he was looking for in a real life sexual partner, someone who would be loyal and dependent upon Tyler. Derek says he feared his career would be derailed if he flatly rejected Tyler. So instead, he told him he just wasn't the sexual type, but he was always terrified he'd lose his job if he complained of sexual harassment. To that point, he says Tyler once again invited him to Atlanta later in 2020, and things allegedly took a dark turn. Derek claims Perry greeted him warmly, but quickly started a sexual charged conversation, like asking him if he likes it rough in bed, and then grabbed Derek by the throat while saying, "Look how excited you just got." He says he pushed Tyler away, and that was the end of that alleged incident. The lawsuit includes years of text messages allegedly sent between both men. Most of the ones Tyler allegedly sent are sexually charged. For instance, one reads, "No straight man would be going on walks with you or cooking dinner for you unless they wanted to fuck you. I would fuck you." Allegedly, that is what Tyler Perry wrote. The most aggressive incident allegedly went down in June 2021, again at Tyler Perry's Atlanta home. Dixon, remember Derek Dixon, was staying in the guest house and wearing only his underwear when he says Tyler came in to give him a goodnight hug. I'm sorry. I read this. I read this while I've been in here, and I'm sorry. It's just so funny. Oh Lord, because my deal is okay. So you in his home again after all of this. You go back to his home, and then you're gonna be in your underwear, and you know he's already made allegedly sexual like allegations and like things towards you. Now I'm sorry. Now you fooled me once, shame on you. You fooled me twice, shame on my ass. Come on now. What is going on? And we're talking about these, we're talking about grown people. But I don't, again, I think sometimes people get so like hung. When I say people, I mean, I feel like people who are trying to make it in the, like in that industry, they get so hung up on, like, okay, I, I want the biggest names or this person, and then I guess allegedly like Diddy, right, who is huge, and they're like, okay, well, and they have such power, and I could see where some people use that power, like police officers, they use their power. A lot of people, I don't know if you guys have been watching the news and stuff. I try not to, but again, with social media, it's hard to look away from it. But a lot of them have been using their powers for bad. I mean, they have been abusing people. Look, the police now to the point, it ain't just the black folks. I mean, they whooping Hispanics asses, white people asses, Indian asses. I'm like, what is wrong with these police officers? But I think the power goes to their head. Now, I do feel like, as I look at Tyler Perry, and just like I compare Tyler Perry to Taylor Swift, and not like trying to compare man and woman or say, oh wow, he's like a white female. No, I'm saying the work ethic. He's savage. Now he is. Tyler Perry is. You can see. I can look at him and I can see where he can intimidate people. I mean, someone who is that stellar, that's just like Serena Williams. She is intimidating. I've seen her play in real life. I've seen Venus play in real life at the U.S. Open, the Miami Open, the U.S. Open, the SAP Open. I've seen the Williams sisters play several times in real life, and their presence is intimidating. It's beautiful, but it's intimidating too. I've never met Tyler Perry, but I can just see, like, and just looking in the interviews and stuff. I mean, you can tell, like, he's a force to be reckoned with. Y'all remember the conversation with, now allegedly it's all been squashed, but remember the conversation with Monique, and she was like going in on Tyler Perry, going in on Oprah, and but also I can look at Monique. Now I have seen Monique, and I've seen Monique do stand up in real life. And I'm telling you again, another powerful presence. All I'm saying is, all these things are alleged. You don't know nowadays. You don't know what to believe and what not to believe. But I feel like people report, even myself doing a live stream about this and stuff. Yeah, because it's something. It's drama. It's crazy, but it's a message that I want to share behind this. Really, guys, women, men, be careful. Be careful. It's people out here that they set out here to destroy. They really do. They set out here to destroy, and they know what they're doing. You got to be careful. Okay, hold on one second. Joseph said, hello, everyone in chat. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna get to the comments. Pandy, yours is the second title I seen with that. Really? Wow. Well, hopefully, after, I know I don't get too many people in and stuff, whatever. I'm YouTube, and this algorithm is crazy. The shorts do better. But I said, hopefully people watch the replay. Oh, I didn't know it was the Oval actor. Yeah, the Oval actor. Yeah. Honestly, I read this, but I actually watched the Oval. Yeah, I actually like the Oval. But Derek Dixon. The reason why I wanted to show you his picture is because the man is white. Now, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or crazy, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just interesting. You know what I'm saying? You said, "Oh, but wait, what happened with Lizzo?" Oh my Gamma, you don't know. I talked about Lizzo. Lizzo was, her Lizzo was, oh my gosh, Lizzo had like what, 12 like allegations, like far as like sexual harassment, um uh verbally abusive. She was a bully. She didn't feed her dancers because she was like, y'all are so fat. And I laugh about that because Lizzo pride herself. Lizzo was like morbidly obese. Now Lizzo looking amazing. But Lizzo pride herself in being a big athletic, dancer, and she wanted to showcase, right, big beautiful women of all colors now, not just black, but big beautiful women, and they were beautiful. Y'all know I like big beautiful women. And I don't, any race, I don't mind, but I'm just saying, like, it's crazy how, and I laughed about this. She said they were like, she didn't feed us, and she was talking about we were eating too much. In my mind, I'm like, okay, wait a second, don't she want to feed y'all ass, and don't she want y'all eating a lot? Cause she wants y'all big. She want big dancers. She literally the casting, if y'all, all this is like public news, y'all. But I love Lizzo, right? So I read up on this a whole lot, and I'm like, the casting, they were, like when you have the when you're getting the people together to be in these videos, she wanted all big dancers. Why would she sit up here and talk about y'all? And on top of that, that's the pot calling the kettle black, because Lizzo was big as hell. That's just like me. I'm a big guy still, but if when I was 478 pounds, and I'm gonna sit up here and talk about another big guy or a big woman, who, how the hell I'm gonna do that? Now, I did, I did say the fat fuckers that, when I was when I was upset about the tennis court. Okay, now that there was some fat ass kids out there. But I can say that because I'm still big. That's how I look at it. Okay, but of course that short didn't take off because YouTube, like, I ain't finna, they ain't finna push that out. But all jokes aside, I'm like, that's dumb. That's dumb for people to even believe that. I never believed that. I never believed that. Now I believe the fact that, yeah, Lizzo was smacking him on the ass, and she was saying, like, like, sexual slurs, because that's Lizzo. Lizzo come to a basketball game, a professional basketball game, and her whole ass is her whole ass with all those, with all that silicone and, I said not the silicone. What am I trying to say? With all the dents in her ass and stuff, whatever. I mean, a natural ass. Um, Not silicone. What am I trying to say? Not silicone. Um, Cellulose. The cellulitis. Silicone. I'm talking about the damn silicone. Those were the boobs that we put in earlier, the silicone. But no, but like all the cellulose and the cellulitis and the fat, and she was showing it all. So my deal is, it's like, okay, so she gonna sit up here and deprive her big dancers of food? That didn't make no sense. I mean, and the women, the stories kept changing. That's why I say, y'all, Peach McIntyre is like my most favorite content creator ever. This woman's story has never changed. She's always been consistent. And for me, consistency is real. And when your story don't change, and you face, and you're happy, you're sad, you're angry, you're upset, whatever the case may be, and your story don't change, I think that's the truth. I'm just keeping it real. And that's just my opinion. Now, I know some people are gonna get upset with me for that, but I'm just saying, like, those dancers, their story changed so much. Now, again, this Tyler Perry stuff, this is like kind of breaking news and all that stuff, whatever. But of course, people are always saying, "Oh, Tyler Perry, he gay, he this, he's that." I don't understand. What is the okay? So now in the comments, it's like, "Oh, yeah, well, I saw that coming," because it was a Boondocks. I don't know if y'all watched that cartoon. Um, but it was a Boondocks commercial. It was the Boondocks episode that's like prophesized this a little bit about Tyler Perry. But all I'm saying is, you guys, I feel like, just like, I mean, it's just all the greats in the world, in my opinion. Now, some of these people have done this, some of the people haven't, but it's just sad when it's alleged, it looks bad. It looks bad. And that's why I said, like, I don't know, the things that are going on nowadays, it's just, you have got to be careful. That's just like Sean Kingston. Yes, him and his mom did like a lot of scamming and a lot of crazy things, a lot of stealing, embezzlement. But back here, Sean Kingston was pretty much like, got in trouble because of the woman, and it was like sexual allegations and all this. But he came out on top of that because of his legal system. But I really do feel like those women pinpointed him. They made sure to, like, pretty much they set him up, because who. Okay, so you're making millions of dollars. You have, you're on the charts, the Billboard charts. You're doing this. You're making music. You're so popular, right? You're young too. Who finna sit up here? You young. You trying to get off? Oh, I'm gonna need you to sign this contract, this sexual contract. Who finna do that? And you 18, 19, 20 years of age. Ain't nobody doing that. Barely people my age, 38, does that. But I'm not going to lie. As I continue my channel, as I continue progressing through life, I'm not playing. Like, I'm gonna be even more careful. That's why I said I love the communication between Brittany and myself. And y'all think it's a joke, but I'm telling you, like, I have no complaints about that because this is what it is. That's why I said no. I'm not going to your home. You're not coming to my home. I don't care if we get a little telly for an hour, if we get hotel for whatever, forever and a day, but we gonna do the do there. We gonna hang out there. I don't want no discrepancies. I don't want no mixed feelings and nothing like that and stuff. And on top of that, it's like the minute that something like that were to change, that's when I'll sever the conversation. I'll sever the relationship, and I'm not doing it. Because at the end of the day, it's important to communicate, and that's what's not going on here. People are not communicating like they need to. Um, she hello said hello Josie. Yes, you are gonna give us our flowers for sure. Gamma, thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking it like that. I'm not trying to sit up here. Let me tell you, hell, the women, some of these women coming to me, they looking at YouTube like a damn like eHarmony or something. I'm just saying, you look nice, you look good, and it's the truth. It's a lot of beautiful black women on here. It's a lot of beautiful women, period, on here and stuff. And my deal is, if you look good, I want to tell you that, but I don't want it to be like something where, Lord, this happened to me. Oh, this happened to me last year, and I had to set this woman straight. Now we're talking now, like we don't talk on the phone and like that and stuff, but it's like because I said, "Oh wow, you look so beautiful," and then I told other people that, she got upset with me. You telling this woman that, you telling this woman that you need to stop, and she ugly, she this, she don't even speak to me. I'm like, listen, yo, you got a real jealous, you got a jealous heart, and I don't play that mess. I don't play that. I don't understand that. That is so weird. But again, I'm not in people's heads. I can only like speak for Terrence. So I don't know. Like I don't like that type of environment. But at the end of the day, I just have to be careful. But it's sad to say you can't really say, okay, oh, you look nice, or oh, or say positive things towards, I mean, men or women or whatever and stuff, because it's looked at, it's taken to another level, another degree, and it's just sad. It's sad, especially like I said. I feel like if you got a little bit of money, I feel like people, they it's like a cash cow, so to speak, and not to be disrespectful towards people who have money and call people cows, but I'm just saying it's like, okay, they trying to cash in. They've hit the jackpot, the mother load, the mothership, and I'm like, it's just sad, but it's true. It's true. People really do think that way. Terrence, hey, 755 Media, how you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate the love and support. Hey, Blessing Hot Topics. She put herself in position. Why exactly? And she sure did. She sure did with her bosoms. That was my first thought. But with all that's going on, I don't know what to think. Yeah, but I'm telling you, what it is, for in my opinion, it's a scam. I remember when I was 18, I was always stick with a dunk in my trunk, and my coworker made his way over to me to squeeze by, but to really rub his ding a ling on my, that's horrible. Blessings. See, that's sexual harassment. Meanwhile, see, let me tell you, blessings, my right hand of God. This just happened to me in the case earlier. Now, we're in a tight room. I'm going around. I'm working with a lot of female nurses. I mean, I work with some men too, but more females. Y'all know women rule the world, so there's more women working than men nowadays, especially in the medical field. But I'm in the room, and this nurse, she bent over. She a tall, thick white lady or whatever and stuff. I don't care, white, black, whatever case. I mean, I'm just saying that's who she is. And she was like, and I said, excuse me. She said, oh, I don't mind. I was like, but I do. And so when I had to get when I had to and I was behind her, when I had to scoot behind her, I did butt to butt, back to back. I'm not gonna sit up here and go in front of her, because my deal is this. Sometimes that damn thing have a mind of its own. I don't even be thinking about sex, and it can be. I don't. I'm being honest. I'm right hand to God. I'm not trying to be nasty or whatever. I'm just saying. So I don't know. And then also it's like, it's a tight fit. So I'm gonna rub my butt, rub up against hers. But I'd rather it be that than, okay, my dingaling. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be a thing where a week from now, 2 weeks from now, oh, you was in the room, you was in that case at 9 o'clock at night, and so said that you groped her, or you put your, and I'm like, and I had to, then y'all be like, why is Terrence incarcerated? Because I'm gonna lose my damn mind. I don't do that. I don't do that. But how you said your coworker did that, I literally I'd go. I'm gonna do back to back because I don't want that. I don't want that smoke. Of course, I can see the lineup. He is in the bag, right? I saw the transcript. Tyler is not being targeted. Tyler needs to find him a partner and stop making people fearful they will lose their job on his set. Wow. I told my father, and he had me put in a sexual harassment report, and I did. Oh boy, got fired, but they had him apologize to me before they got rid of him. Wow. That's a disgusting blessing. Now, if I were to see that, like real talk, like I mind my business, but if I were to see that to this day, I'm probably gonna like, I ain't just gonna just go and start attacking people, but I'm gonna tell the dude about himself. What I grew up with, obviously with my dad and stuff, we would go to the barbershop. Now, the barbershop that I went to with my dad, they were the old heads, old school brothers, you know what I'm saying? All black men. And I'm like 7, 8 years of age, and they were respectful of women. Now you go to some of these younger barbershops, which I don't go to the barbershop, I ain't got nobody damn hair now. But I told this story many times. Those older men and those men back then and stuff respected women. A lot of those women were like single parents and stuff, whatever, of boys, right? So they come in and they would have to they had to sit in there and while the son get a haircut, and their son's underage or whatever stuff. And it's sad to say that the men nowadays, like in these barbershops, these younger barbershops, they they're lustful. They talk so nasty down to women. It's disgusting. And let me just say this: it's happening with, okay, in the gay world, like, far as like, lesbians, men on men, women on women, that, and it's I don't know if it's a generational thing or not, but it's like you talk about people as if they're just like just trash, and it's in the songs, you know what I'm saying? And so I refrain from that. I never really liked that, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing, WAP, with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. It's one thing to listen to that, but it's another thing when it's like, okay, it's absolutely derogatory, it's nasty, it's just unacceptable. Like I said, especially me having two sisters, and I, having my have had my mom, grew up with them and stuff. So I respect women, but like I said, if I see something like that and stuff, oh hell no. Like I'm gonna go, I will say something. I will say something right then and there. I'm never timid. I'm not that person. Like I said, I know people look, oh, he's soft, he's teddy bear, he's so sweet. But you can ask my damn sisters, I'm about that life. I really, really am. But the thing about it is, I don't have to go around trying to make people feel uncomfortable or say anything weird and stuff. I don't understand certain things. But anyway, with all that being said, that's what I wanted to come on live, do a little quick live, talk about this crazy, crazy, crazy mess. I'm sure, obviously, look, my little channel, it's gonna be people talking about this like for days and days and weeks to come. You know how people do. But my main focus is, I really want us black men, okay, to start taking things a lot more seriously than we are. Stop being so lackadaisical and stop thinking that these things can't happen. They can and they will. And to be honest, it only takes an allegation to even just ruin you nowadays. I don't care how much power you got, how much money you got. And some people know this isn't even true, and then they push it out more because it's like, okay, I just want to get, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't know Monique take on this and stuff, whatever. I'm just saying, but if some people upset with Tyler Perry, they would probably push it out there more because it's just they're trying to seek revenge, or they're bothered, or they're upset. So that's the deal too. You got a lot of vengeful people. That's why I say forgive folks, move on with your life. Forgive people for yourself, not for not you forgiving them for forgive for yourself. Nothing like more than that, because it releases you. I feel like when you hold on to these things and stuff, it something inside, in my opinion, it festers, and you're missing out on life. You're missing out on your blessings. So yeah, forgive people and move on. You distance yourself from those people. You distance yourself from those people and just keep it moving. But I don't know. Like I'm telling y'all, we are in. Some people say our last days. I just say we're in some fucked up times. I don't know what to say. This is crazy. But anyway, like I said, I want to maybe this weekend or something like that. So I really want to do more live streams and I want to talk about these things. And I know that's gonna take another avenue with my channel and stuff, whatever. But I'm so serious. Like I even with Robert Kelly, I feel different. I feel different about some things. But again, to each his own. I do feel like this is my platform. Y'all already know I've been very open about Trump, voting for him twice. And I know people just can't stand me for that. Still can't stand me for that and stuff. But it's just like, okay, it's my prerogative. It's my life. Okay, your life is your life. My life is my life. Wrong is wrong, right is right. Now I'm not trying to condone, okay, let us do stuff wrong. Let us be above the power and stuff. I'm just saying you have a right to do what you want to do. I have a right to do what I want to do. With that being said, some things I'm not perfect, and you're not perfect either. None of us are perfect. But I just think that we need to be careful. Again, going back to the black men specifically, especially like the rich, successful ones, be careful because honestly, I mean, even with like getting with a woman or a man or whoever you're attracted to, be careful. Do that damn prenuptial agreement. That's why I said Oprah and Stedman. I mean, like that. They my hero. When a hero comes along, they my hero. That's what I'm saying. You ain't got to get married. Just just exist. Just be together. And I think that's the best thing in life. I mean, it's just so many scams and so many people that trying to get people and trying to come up. It's folks that just try to scam you out of $20. It's sad. I'm like, what the hell is that gonna get you nowadays? What's maybe some Taco Bell? And that's nasty as hell. You know what I'm saying? My tacos are better. Anyway, but thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all so much. Hold on one moment. I know I missed a lot of comments. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey Nadine, hey Tashana, get your big ass up. Thank you. Cellulite. I said silicone. I know I missed a lot of comments. And if she wanted small dancers, I'm sure she could have just fired them and hired some. Exactly. Yes, I followed the Lizzo story too, Terrence Pandy. It was crazy. And she was cleared of all of that. Yes, her dancers were trying to sue her last year. Yep. Please, thank you so much, Gamma. Thank you. Hey, NJS. Hey, that's where I am. The way these people go back for abuse is insane. Ain't no money or industry that important. Come on now. Do you want to sell your soul or not? Get your big ass up. Come on now. That's right. Text messages definitely can be edited. Yeah, I know for a fact because there was a Panda, you know this individual, but I ain't gonna call her name. She shall remain nameless. But she edited the damn text messages to put it out there like, okay, because I found her. It came about that someone that we talked with blurted out in the live stream that she was talking mess about me to the other girl. And I said, what? And she said, oh, I got all the text. I can prove it. She was editing the damn text messages. Literally, I mean, my mouth. And said, when I tell you, Patty, I know you have seen these channels. Gamma, I know you came in, you came to the channel, a lot later and stuff, but I know Tracy and it's a lot of people who have seen these channels. My face, these people are geniuses with editing. They have my face and they have like my teeth are crooked, my eyes are weird. I look real like he'll have eyes type thing, like a mutant. And it's saying it's a Terrence fake kind of thing, or it's a Terrence eat everything up fat ass Terrence, or I mean, saying it was a plethora is not even the word. I'm talking about probably 40 channels that I know for a fact that I've blocked. How I know this, you guys, because I'm telling you guys, in your community, you can go to it and see all the things you blocked. I blocked all of these channels. They're still there. They're still there in the block list. I was Tracy. I was talking to Tracy back here, and I walked her through the whole block thing. I was like, "This is how you unblock. This is how you block." And she was like, "Oh, thank you so much." I'm telling y'all, it is a bunch of craziness out here, and don't think these people can't edit shit. I'm telling you, they can. And some people pay people to do it. All I'm trying to say is stay woke. And do your research. Read up on things, but don't just read up on things. Really fact check these things, because you never know, well, who is telling a lie, who is being truthful. But then also, it can be the person who the lies being told on that's telling the lies. You just have to, you have to really get in there and understand some things. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? Ain't no picker worth all those million. Oh my gosh, Gamma, I love you. I also think a lot of people are watching the Diddy situation play out and following suit. Oh yeah, Pandy. Let me tell you. You know what I do to get money? And I come my ass here. I work my ass off. Um, I pray, I fast. I mean, I do a little gambling, but I save. I don't buy Jordans. I buy shoes at Ross. And Ross, like, was it Dress for Less? DD discount. You know what I'm saying? The shoes I got on now, the Puma I got on now came from DD discount. The Nautica I got at the condo DD discount. I try my best to save my money, and spend my money on things that I really really enjoy, like, yeah, like I said, like gambling and food and things of that nature. But I ain't trying to scam nobody out of nothing. And I'm not a sue happy person. And Lord is my witness, I feel like over the years, I probably could have sued a couple damn places, but I'm not with that. I'm not with that. But I can tell y'all this much, you know, my ass still ain't sleeping on that damn when my car got towed. I'm a petty. I'm still petty. I can't let it go. But even though there's signage out there and stuff, but still, like, that's something that, you want to stay on. You want to keep that momentum, because people try to get over on you and stuff. But, like, you got to pick and choose your battles. Everything you just can't fight and stuff. But yeah, I'm just over craziness. I'm over craziness. I ain't got time. You know what? Okay, hold on one second. I don't have time for the nonsense. I really don't. Oh, what this is incorrect. One moment. Okay, perfect. I did it. I was looking at the schedule for tomorrow, and I emailed myself a couple things. Um, But yeah, it's crazy. But I appreciate y'all being in here. I really do. Thank you. Hey, again, Tashana, Nadine, Pandy, Soar, sister, even if fam sliding through to show some love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Like I know my opinion is my opinion, right? Absolutely. Hey, Tracy, I was talking about you, Tracy. Said good evening, chat from Vegas. I love you, Tracy. I appreciate you. 30 months, Pandy. God bless you. Wow, that's amazing. I, I'm saying Pandy, Tracy. 30 minutes. I think hell, Pandy, I think you even more. I think you probably held 3 years for sure. But thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you so much. Y'all, this damn thing is tiny. I can barely see. Appreciate you so much, T. Thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you. It's always the people closest to you. Right? You're right. Thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate that, Tracy. What you doing still at work when you get to go home? Okay, so I'm actually gonna check with the front desk right now. I'm gonna see. I don't see any cases on whatever and stuff, but potentially there is something in it's something in I, which is interventional radiology, a cold leg. So when they go in, they all the wires and stuff. But they might have to bring that patient back here. I am on call, but we're gonna see if I can go. Um, but yeah, but I just had to come on here and talk about that, because I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like, this is so crazy. I mean, you can just see that coming, right? You can see people, talking about them. because he's such a pivotal character and a person and multimillionaire and stuff. It's just so silly. It's so silly. But what y'all don't know too, like the Williams sisters, Venus and Serena, they've been sued many times. They've it's been out of the limelight, but they've been sued many times. Again, I feel like people target not just black people, but people target successful celebrities. Y'all know Kim and Kanye, but Kanye crazy as hell. But Kanye ain't trying to kill no damn body. But he been sued many times. Kendrick Lamar, Drake, all these people have been sued. You know, I work with a lot of doctors. I can't attest, I can't say every single doctor, but I'm telling you guys, I have worked beside so many surgeons, and they've told me, "Oh yeah, I'm on my 10th lawsuit. Oh yeah, this patient's people anybody can sue anybody." And I'm gonna leave you with that. I appreciate y'all so much. Davita, get out of here. Davita, I literally was just thinking about you. Davita, I was thinking about you. I was like, where is Davita? I was praying for you. I hope that you're doing well. I hope you're okay. It is so nice to see your face, Davita. Wow. I've missed you, Davita. I really have. I was literally just thinking about you. What happened to Beth? She made me laugh. Nadine, Beth, look, you know, Beth is in the UK. Have a good night. Thank you so much, Gamma. I appreciate you. Get your big ass up. You guys, get your big ass up. It's Gamma's World. Love me, Tracy Anderson. I have so many awesome channel members, you guys. Check them out. They're awesome content creators, and they deserve all the positive things in the world. I mean, I really do appreciate them. I appreciate you all so much. I'm gonna head out of here. Like I said, I'm gonna go to the front. I'm gonna see what's up. And I really do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for spending some time with me. Okay, I will talk to you later. Bye.